Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. It almost feels like it's been a week since the last time I streamed. Well, that's because it has been. It has been about a week or so. And, terribly sorry about that, guys. But it's just that I've been busy here and there, just trying to see if I could get some, work done regarding the next video, which I still don't have a date for, so I wholeheartedly apologize for that. It's just that my attention has been, like, going here and there, just getting things done, so I hope you'll find it in your heart to like for that and all that. But yeah, we're here now. So let's just go and switch on over to. There you are. There we are. Well, kind of, sort of. Let me fix that really quick, actually. There we go. Now it's fixed. And now we can move forward with the game. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Right, so, day 17. Rent is due on the 30th. Make sure your account has the necessary money or you'll be evicted. So I just need 10K. I mean, we got it. We got the 10K. Today's the 29th, so by tomorrow we have the money though. We have the money. Jill bought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. You've been talking a lot with that Alma girl. Jealous? Maybe. We might be. Alright, so, last time, well, we've been doing some talking. We definitely have been doing some talking. We've been making drinks and changing lives and all that, so to speak. But we are approaching the new year. And I do believe that in this session, we should be able to talk to the former girlfriend's little sister and see where we go from here. I am definitely looking forward to this in terms of seeing where this goes, because it looks like both recognize that they were in the wrong in terms of approach, how they approached each other with this particular topic. So now I'm intrigued with the direction of where this meetup will go. So for once, I cannot wait to go to work. That is the first time I've ever said that in my entire life. Evening. Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. Let me go and fix the audio really quickly. Right there should be fine. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine. Give me the list. I'll be back. It's sometime. Something tells me you're not planning something. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush? He what? A client of his. A girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages. He's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backward, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up, for F's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Hi, Dana. As for me... Yep, back at this again. Trying to get to more music, and for some reason, I don't think we even have... Yeah, we still don't have any new music, so... Sure. Time to mix drinks and change lives, bud, baby. Deal with a crush, huh? This place. Great! Oh, if it isn't, there's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss! Stalked woman incoming! The door is open! Go ahead, door to the left. Thanks! Oh god. Obsessive fanboys? Well then again, the fanboys, if I remember correctly, are ironically a boon for Miki. Hello there! Oh, hi there! The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing? Now, where did she... Oh, the hellhole! Perfect! Hey, kid, I'll have the usual. Right. You remember after 2 weeks. Mr. Donovan's usual drink. If I remember correctly, it was a beer. But is it a normal beer or a big beer? I don't remember. I actually don't remember if it was a big beer or a normal beer. One beer. Sure, good enough. The paper's been a mess lately. You think with all that's happening, they stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations, and I can't afford to be understaffed. No difference in my feet, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I've been clutched by the balls in a non-pleasant way. Daibatsu Core and Company have an eye on every publication something to fire you with. Twice, and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, and the best case scenario is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week, but if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Huh. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC's been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday, they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week, they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. It stopped police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Wow, this ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlet talks about that. Alright, kid, let's try a moonblast now. What? Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. A moonblast. That's a new one for him. Alright, moonblast it is. Moonblast. I did not mean to do that. I got distracted by the fact that this man really wanted moonblast. I got distracted. My mind is just like, I don't know what happened. But anyway, we're gonna reset that. There we go. A moonblast. Now, let's see what the ruckus is about. See a Lilum coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump through the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really, just hitting on her. This man's got standards. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why? Are you that bored? Don't you have, like, a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard and curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those K-Class CH1A models are. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off with the thought of me cheating on her. This is not a healthy relationship. So, that Lilim isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Oh no, he's gonna bust. Hey, after you get done glaring, serve me a pile driver. Alright, let's give him a pile driver, literally. Oh, well, we will. We will, alright. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, mix. Here you go, one pile driver, buddy. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. Damn, we just got a pervert on the loose. The guy left! Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister liked the video. No, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you. It's nothing, really. And she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Sure. Miss Idol wants something sweet. You can never go wrong. One sugar rush. Thanks. So, do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like you have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. She's taken? Wait, you are? Common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Oh, wow. Really? We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made on my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough. It wouldn't hurt to try. Oh, how nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. Hey, can you really walk so calmly? These streets aren't exactly safe. Really, I haven't faced any issues lately. Sure, they've tried to mug me once or twice, but it's no big deal. No big deal? Every time someone tries to mug me, someone pops out of somewhere and stops it. Very likely the fan club that I was talking to you, that I mentioned earlier. Makes me feel like I'm always protected. Those are some hardcore stalkers. Yeah, for real! I guess the fact that she ran away from Donovan even after all that says something. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let's see, something tea-like. If I remember correctly, something bitter but girly is fine too. I don't even think we have tea, right? But yeah, if I remember correctly, something bitter but girly is fine too. Yeah, sunshine cloud. Yeah, we could just give her a sunshine cloud. Tastes like old chocolate milk when it's good with its good smell intact. Some say it tastes like caramel too. Here you go, a sunshine cloud. Yeah, this works. Hey, you're a King Class CH1A, right? That I am. may I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and DFC-72? We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the DT-10Ds. Sorry, the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. I see. So, anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those who couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by Blink. B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love is a Drug. Ah, so you know the B-Link girls. Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are. Really. Susie, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Oh, like, what's the guy's name? What's the guy's name from FF10? Titus. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me, if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs. Ooh, I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. Ah, the metal bands. Well, I gotta go, but let's have a sparkle star first. Alright, one sparkle star. Here you go. Sparkling. Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Hey, come again. Will do. Oh, you will come again. Ooh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. What? Hey, boss, Gil's back. I'll take my break. All right. The handsome one. Okay, sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. Whatever you want to believe. All right. Let's continue on. Okay, note to self, buy oil for that door. Alright. Gil, you're in my spot. Beat it, bub. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Right. Greetings. Oh, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with a Bleeding Jane today. A Bleeding Jane. Alright, Bleeding Jane it is. Let's go and grab that Jane. Alright. Spicy, classic, sobering. One is Bleeding Jane. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for safe? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh. It's interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. Is the one you can owe that to. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really. Are we wrong, Gil? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey, Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? What do you mean by that? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of White Knight suit. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush? The tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the event at the bank... After the event at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knight still stuck in his suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around, but the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of the armor fetch a high price these days. A whole new field right where patents just opened for many, so I said yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how. There is one weird case though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique. The guy had a really small unit. 5 people, including himself. Ooh. Henshin heroes, you say. Henshin a go-go, baby. And what? And you know this how, Stella? Ahem. They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait. Here's a freebie. A fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces, but regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Corps had the limits. People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corps because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. There just so happens to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. No! No way. Trying to use product placements. And yeah, imagine that. Seeing product placements in a game. That couldn't be anywhere further from the truth, right? 2K? If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with the theme parks or the like. Those are dystopias of their own. You know, the funny thing is, about a week ago, I was watching a bunch of videos involving Disney adults, and well, let's just say it goes much deeper than I've ever imagined what a Disney adult would constitute, what would stereotypically constitute. But sometimes the truth is far stranger than fiction. That's all I will say. So, calling it a dystopia isn't exactly outside the realm of possibility. And then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just a front that whatever council... He makes a fool of himself, and the attention is taken away from whatever that Zaibatsu Corps is actually doing. Oh, he's the fall guy. So what you were saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park. I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. No, seriously. What? Ahem. Can I get a Brandtini here, please? Sure. Let's give her a Brandtini. There we go. Thank you. So I take it you're in a good mood today. Does the show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets to the Kira Miki Encore concert. Nice. Oh, yeah, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again? I can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true? Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such backing to that claim, and to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care that much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other, more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice. But more importantly, Daddy. Stella! Stella, come on now. Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. Well, thanks for the vote of confidence. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. You can hide all of that with a cap? I wonder if I could get into the disabled line with Say in her wounds. Bruh. Although, she'll probably nag at me about how she doesn't need it, and we shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you give me a classic drink? Sure. Something classic. So beer, Bleeding Jane, frothy water. I could give her another Bleeding Jane, but this is very classic. Bye. Almost messed up. Let's give you a beer. One beer. Thank you. Do you have many servants around the house, Stella? I do, but they've been with us for so long, they're pretty much family. My dad has always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you, and everyone wins. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering, and he actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend to plants. That sounds nice. Let me know if you ever need of a job. I might find you something. Thanks. Wait. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? Zaibatsu had been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable information from. Oh, I see now. Okay. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. Okay, I see now. Maybe, yeah, because technically speaking, legally, they wouldn't even be able to patent that because it's coming from the backs of other companies. Yeah, that makes sense. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. But the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are all by all means illegal. The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though. Have you ever covered up any F-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point of our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Alma. No hello? You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting stop, then saying please and thanks stops, and before you know it, boom! Total anarchy. You're exaggerating. Am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. You overdid it. You totally overdid it. Quoth the bartender. I did not. Jill is such a smartass. I love her. So, you like poetry? I had a phase. Can I get you something? Let's start with the big cobalt velvet. A big, juicy cobalt velvet for Alma. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 5. Rocks and mix. 1 cobalt velvet. Honestly, I'd be more satisfied. I'd be just as satisfied if she just simply said, "What up, bitch?" Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? You would pale. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Hold on a god. Wait. Wait. She... Oh no. Alma found Jill's burner account. Oh no. She found the DeviantArt account. Wattpad account. She found all of the accounts from her childhood. No. The name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today, my daily card readings told me that my Michi teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon, I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. It mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. I made sure to delete that blog! No evidence should be left! I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all of that stuff archived. No! Why? Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've been all young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. Gods, no. I gave up on the whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with a rare accessory popping out next to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. Oh, wow. Jill was a goth girl. Jill was a goth girl. No way. So you have a pick. Oh, God, you have a pick. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? I was bored. Damn. Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just used a search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main and mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kind of almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminal feels when evidence is used against them. Yeah! Y'all got skeletons in your closet waiting to open. I have to ask though. Why the 69? Yeah, please, God, why the 69? Please, I've been meaning to get an answer to that question. But Jill's the closest one, so come on, Jill. Why the 69? Why the 69? It was supposed to be 6'9", not 69. Like, in reference to both the Lovers and the Hermit. No. Nah. Nah. BS, Jill. Knowing your childish, leave that. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I knew what 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. You know what? I kind of agree. Well, let's sweeten things up a bit. I love a Sugar Rush. Sure. Sugar Rush. Are they trendy now or something? Are they trendy? Who knows? One Sugar Rush. Take it. This is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. You dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I guess. Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I've described as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, keep the effort. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit, and before you know it... Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. Damn! And then there's Richard. Well, we all know what Richard stands for, so... He was kind of asking for it. Who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well. We had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't? Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he changed his mind. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point, I just had to break up with him. Aw, Jill. Sorry, Alma. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will ya? Sure. Let's give her a beer. One beer. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. And don't mention it. All right, one more question, and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Well, to be fair, I don't remember if it was Jill or Alma, but someone mentioned that they were definitely fake. I think. Unless. Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest, but I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, and honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now, ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one, and only one chance to call me by my full name as compensation then. I'll gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? Chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Not a bad reason. There's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but there's small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How'd your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. That's not how that works, lady. Sorry. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they could get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as her original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. You didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So, we cool now? Are we even? You were pretty pissed about my root in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Huh? Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance, and only one chance. And you just used it up. Damn it! Surprise! Hey, Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey! Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. You know, I just realized something. Was Anna, the girl that's behind Alma right now, a result of Jill reading those occultic books when she was younger? Is she the result of that? It just clicked her right now. I guess it wasn't until Jill talked to, well, Jill and Alma were talking about Jill's past of being way into occultic stuff, that the ghost appearing might have something to do with that. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The result will basically be an image, not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still, interesting read though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convince yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See ya. All done? I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the idle girl left him like that, it seems. You think? It might have been while he was out. True. Hey, boss. You're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am. Yeah. Why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? Oh. 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? 8th grade syndrome. For the uninitiated, it's churibio. But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show. It just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Well, I didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. Why is Gil being punished? Oh, well. Wait, what? Come here! Oh, God. Damn. Talk about being caught in the crossfire. Why does that remind me of yesterday? What the hell? It's a long story at work, but it's like, I'd rather not. It was just a stupid 8th grade what? She's still on that. Well, I got the money. Hell yeah. You were charged with 10K for your rent. Have a nice day. Jill will have a roof on her head for another month. This sense of relief will make sure she focuses at work. We have a roof over our heads for another month. Yeah! Pig. Grand Slam Fighters crowns a new heavyweight champion. So exciting. If only I understood what's going on. New Lilim regulations. The current regulations preventing Lilim from looking too human have been working well so far, but Glitch City's government is planning to create even more new laws so as to enforce robot-like features among the Lilim in a bid to reduce identity theft. The first nation to adopt the current standard in artificial intelligence and robotics was the first to allow robots into normal society, quickly giving them necessary rights so as to sustain a long-term experiment about their role in human evolution. Unfortunately, the first year saw numerous reports of identity theft resulting in the need for more stringent measures. It is unknown what kind of laws we'll have in the future regarding their existence. But people will look more robot-like by the day too. Yeah? Much like how a lot of people are... Hey! Valhalla. The name sounds silly and a bit hard to pronounce. Good thing it's actually called Valhalla. The funny numbers and letters are just a code. Anyway, I visited this cute and small bar downtown twice after getting lost for a bit. I think this area was called Neon District. At first it was a bit scary because I forgot my way back, but once I got in there, I felt really safe and at home. The bartenders are a bunch of sweethearts, and the boss was such a class act. I even took a photo with her and sent a video to her little sister. I look forward to visiting again. The drinks were tasty, even though they weren't made of real alcohol. I don't know if I want the bar to suddenly become a fan tourism spot. But think of the money, Jill. Think of the money. Potentially. I can buy something. I could definitely do that. It's vintage gaming, a PC 9X. Experience all the cumbersome load times as they were meant to be. Well, you know I gotta get that. Yep, there it is. A PC that I can't even use. A PC that I can't even use because the power is out. Yay! You know, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have spent that money, but hey, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. I hope. Let's go and save. There we go. Now we can go to work. Get back to work, damn it. Alright, evening. Gil, are you humming Shine Spark? Oh, hey Jill. Are you okay? You in love, maybe? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right. No, seriously. Men only get so happy after they've... well, that. How low do you think of me, game? Come on now! Come on! How low do you think of me? That's not... Oh my god, you totally did. Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congrats! I haven't seen you this happy since... well, never. Today's escapades will bring us to a familiar place, and... damn it. Gil, I'm out. I'm gonna... Not so fast, flat bartender, if that's even your real name. Are we going to hell today, boys? Last time, my viewership had a weird peak while I was passed out. So I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Huh? Why is something in my face? This guy totally... Man! No doubt about it. That gleam in his eyes is unmistakable. Whatever, just keep it down. Ah, Jill, you're here. Isn't that the past? I'll be back in my office then. That happened. That was so random. Anywho. It's like, anywho. There we go. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Let's just hope that streamer girl isn't back anymore. Oh. Hi. You are too happy. And you were too mopey. What happened? I was right. Huh? Oh, regarding the girl? That Laura girl was head over heels for head. I was right on the money. Say, that girl. I'm not here! Sorry. Isn't she the one that passed out last time? Anyways, Betty was right, and that deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. A Friday beer for a cheerful Betty. Alright, so beer. Beer definitely makes the world go round, whether you like it or not. Here you go. 1 beer. Woo! So, the girl was actually infatuated with him. You should have seen her screaming from the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliched for my taste. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. He doesn't seem particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your coworker. Holy, did he? Oh. You're making it too obvious, Gil! Gil, please! Ow! That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of a guy that got some and enjoyed every moment. Back to deal, though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy it myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. All the bloom light. Okay. A bloom light and something non-alcoholic. So, yeah. So let's go for bloom light first. Unnecessarily brown. Aged, rocks, and mixed. I may have screwed up. Just in case. Just in case. Bam. Bam, bam. And then something non-alcoholic. Something that doesn't contain carmatrine. That's the only thing. So, Bleeding Jane. Frothy water. Yeah, maybe frothy water. Here you go. Thank you. Same. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters, what do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, and Jessica. Wait a minute. Wait. Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Jessica. This man knows about Mambo number 5. There is no way. Or should I say, didn't share the bed sheets, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolated addict, too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, teetotaler, and chews with the mouth open. What do you think, Jill? It must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean about piece of scrap situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this. Gil! He's still on cloud 9. Or is it effing in cloud 9? Whatever. What about sneaky? Well, I'll be damned. She actually hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. Well, you could start there. Ask her out sometime. Get to know her. Maybe she'll change her mind. Maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you lose nothing by... what? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilith. So I don't know how well it applies to you. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards it. Why wouldn't she? This fella is a good catch, if I do say so myself. And like I said, humans in all but organs. You surely encountered Lilim that you sometimes forget are not humans. Well, a few come to mind, or at least one or two. We live in weird times, but hey, that only makes it more interesting. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilim, though. Experiments involving Lilim integration, so... Anyway, just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yes, I think I'll try that. Quite the uninspired advice, if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. Okay, so I need to serve the woman the piano man and the man the piano woman. Gotcha. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Rocks and mixed piano man. And then woman. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Aged and mixed. Here you go. And now we reach a stalemate. I'd normally take the piano man, but I feel there's a symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order like that then? Betty. Oh no. I hate Laura. You know what? She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of scrap, not hers. You're mine. Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't for the life of me leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know. Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So you won't leave me. I'd worry myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh, yeah. We're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you guys want to come. We'll come. Are you sure? We will! Fine. We'll be here, Jill. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Bill. Please come again. Who the hell's Bill? Party? I love to go! But I told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the year with a party myself, so... Sorry. I totally forgot she was already here. Ah, such bliss. Still, I can see how traffic spiked. Things can get fun here. And just like that, and just like the last time, I need to show my viewers something fun. Give me something nasty. She wants something nasty again. Here's an absinthe. This is not what I wanted. Are you even trying, bartender? Sip or talk, not both. And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. Huh? It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural you get your own copy of my theme song. No, thank you. Don't be shy. Let me give you one. I mean it. No, thank you. But wait, please, come on. We actually need more music, though. Well, too late. It's already in your player. That can't... How in the ever-living do you do it? Magic! A BS. Video editing magic. You just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? You're not denying it. Whatever. Hey, weren't there dogs? Last time you talked about the place like it was this zany heaven of sorts, but I kind of see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like. That is a good question. Where are the dogs? I either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar like last time. I might sue you for fake advertising, you know. Now that I think about it, maybe boss just donated money to this Sierra thing, and then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Ah, well. Anything interesting lately? Well, I mean, it's not like I missed them, but they should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what did you say? I was asking if there were any new stories. Well, this is not a newspaper, you know, nor is it a Crazy Stories on Demand streaming service. That's a big fat lie, and you know it. Shut up. But I said nothing. I meant, so shut that idea up. Yeah, that. I won't. Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason, and I want to find out why. Maybe Pretty Boy over here can tell us the story of who he screwed. He's so distracted he won't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess it's something worth saying, but then I want to hear it! What a bitch. Well, Kina Miki came yesterday again. You're shitting me. You expected me to believe she came all the way here again? You even have proof like the glass from last time? Well, if I may interject. You've been listening, boss. The walls are thin. Oh. Anyway, yeah, she did. I even took a pic with her. She did what? Oh yeah, she did. She did do that. Let's see. Why? I tried to make an appointment with her and she's always busy. But you sit here and she just comes waltzing over? It's not fair. Hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. I was just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? Well, you're not wrong. Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client, much like the last son. A really nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number. If she ever comes back, you let me know, you hear? I'm not gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. You know what? That's fair. I need to do something. I need to. All right, so a girly drink. Why did I click there? Girly drinks. Sure. And mixed. One blue fairy. Phew, let's just chill a bit. Still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you. Huh? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good. Are you hitting on me? Am not. In fact, I'm trying to get you to leave. Pronto. Don't be hard on the girl. She's fun. Another nuisance shows up. Ah, Joe hates me. It's not hate. It's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, you are curious, right? About the partner. Want to know who it was? Me! That maybe not settles it then. Not taking any chances. Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making a lot of faces there. It's nothing, really. Did the two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey, Joe. Inner and outer voice, remember? Damn it. What? Who? Aside from that guy, I mean. Say, you're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That way, I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug. And wouldn't you know, I can actually make it premium time if I go commando. Huh. Oh, come on, I'm getting bored on my ass here. Do something. I'm not a dog. You can't just ask me to roll over, you know. Mind if I entertain you a bit then? Boss? You and Gil take a break. I'll entertain the missy here. Alright, shit, let's go. Oh, Jill, by that I meant take Gil the road and right into a truck's grill. Grill the Gil. Right. Alright, Gil, come with me. Huh? Not like that, Gil! Not like that! Come on now! Come on, Gil! Jesus Christ! Not like that, Gil. Jesus Christ. It's quite a bit to digest, honestly. It's a lot of reading, but you know what? The reading's kind of fun. Oh, God. Want one? Nah, I don't smoke. Y'all are boring. Alright, I got a text from Alma. Boss! Alma and Gil didn't get around. Well, that's a bummer. She is sending congratulations to your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So, who was the lucky girl? So it was a guy. I never thought you swung that way. Was it Mario? It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl, and you did. Screw. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself, you're talkative, so long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know to get through to you. You make me sound like I'm some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after that idol came yesterday, I looked up the discography, and I can't stop humming. Oh, sorry, I can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god, you didn't screw the idol girl, did you? No. What? Why would that be a problem, though? I don't know. Just feel weird. Well, that's time for the break. Let's go back. Right. Oh, and Gil? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I meant it. That way we won't tease you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've ever heard this year. Shut up. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. Weird thought? What were you two doing back there? You really trying me with this game, aren't you, devs? Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, you two really did? John has the face of a man who screwed to death recently. D-Gil, you're making it too obvious. How? What will you have today? I'll have a gut punch. Coming right. A gut punch? What? Nothing. What kind of topsy-turvy world are we living in? Dorothy wanting a gut punch? This is gonna give me a gut punch. Here. Stop looking at me like that. Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying that stuff. Did you know Lilim tongues are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. 2235X. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I said I wasn't interested, but why? Well, yeah, because that's the thing. The last time, well, one of the last times that Dorothy was here, she was being extremely existential for an ant and started checking how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you can make a seismograph with them. And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what she said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know. Looking up all of that suddenly made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I felt like I'm here, right now. Glad to hear that. Alright then, let's try something sweet now. Something sweet. Thank God. Normalcy. But let's try something different. I just recently made these drinks. Now that I really think about it, I just recently made these drinks. Let's go for a Sparkle Star. We haven't had that much of a Sparkle Star in a bit. There we go. Ah, nice. To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. What? I'm here talking to you, and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversations with AIs, but after a bit, they just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. That always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you right here, right now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical. Aw, you flatter me. Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilith. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If Lilith managed to create biological life years from now, it would all have come full circle. So what I should take from this is... You love me? Dorothy, you know the answer. The answer is yes. Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with a sugar rush. Kadoke, a sugar rush. It's a good thing I didn't choose the, I didn't choose that then. Here you go. Even in doubt, my love for these is real. How romantic. Man, that Go-Go is a blast. Don't you feel like taking a bit more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee's too much of a prick, and Go-Go's is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Aw, oh, damn it. Well, I tried, Jill. I'll be in my office. Cute little girl, Lilith. Oh no! I know. Oh god, oh god, oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh god, oh man. Oh Jesus Christ. This is gonna go crazy, I just know it. Like, oh, Neptune. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey, Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. You want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next? You should try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, Sugar Rush, please. Bartender. Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please. Right. Sugar Rush. Again. Yay. One Sugar Rush. Now take it and get out. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay. So, what are you doing in my turf? Streaming Chan. Yes? No, I mean, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name, then? Behind Streaming Chan's awesome mask lies the humble Nicole Chen. Humble. Yeah, about as humble as Donald Trump. Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started, I called myself Nico Chen. I changed websites, so the name felt a bit out of place. Thus, I became Streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan, though, so I just went along with it. Oh, yeah, I get it. At one point, I was going to call myself Dolores Hayes, but then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came, I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. And so, I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Ooh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack your shell. Shut up. See? You just need to say the right thing at the right time, and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Don't play hard again. You know it's true. Hey, Stream Girl. That's me. I'll regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was going to send a draft to his lawyer, as it had a couple of additions, but, let's say he got too excited with my VR model, and the contract became unreadable. Bruh. Oh, so he used the contract to... Yep, he cut it into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. Honestly, I shouldn't be surprised with this freaking game, but still. I know I shouldn't be surprised, but still. Jesus Christ, the paper cuts, I just realized. Oh, I don't even want that visual. Let's just continue on. I mean, you expect certain principles to be upheld even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his... Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, funny. But, I mean, why the contract? I don't mind if he jacked off to an image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back on the deal if it were not for the owner paying me a visit. Ah, that. Why are you familiar with this, Dorothy? I've done enough crazed teacher fantasy to know how they can be a problem. Never mind then. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Huh. But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. All right. 2 big beers, honey. Now I need 2 big beers. Right. Yeah, all right. Let's give him that beer. Okay, big beer. All right, and another big beer. Here you go. What do you do, Dorothy? Damn! Sex worker. Just like that. Just drops it, just like that. Really? You wouldn't happen to have male co-workers, would you? Am I not good enough for you? Getting serious? No. Sorry. Fooling around, maybe. Still, I want to spice up some premium nights, so, you have a card? I guess send you some numbers to picks. Hey, is camgirling, like, that a good job? Can you earn enough? More than enough. I can even afford an apartment in a high-end district of Glitch City. It can be a challenge from time to time, though. You can't just do anything and expect people to come back. You need to be varied and keep it fresh. It's all worked out nicely, though. I'm one of the top streamers on my website. I even got this. A pillow? Not just a pillow, a Dakimakura with the website's president of it. It's a trophy in honor of all the money I brought to the website. It's even a direct line to him. I could use it to call him for tech support on the spot. Call him, call him. Let's see. It's busy. Oh well. The only condition they stipulated for this Dakimakura is that I can't use it for premium content. Not that I would have, but you know. Boring nights, lonely nights, everything could be a... She's not wrong, unfortunately. That kind of stuff. Yeah, you tell me. I can show you something too, but only if you let me promote myself at the end of it all. Sure, go ahead. Tachan! Cute! I can see you're no strangers to lewd content, but... Does the streaming site allow it? Well, first they gave me the means to stream, but my website was different from theirs. Eventually, the demand for adult content grew, so they added lots of gates to let people get lewd. They created an age gate because of you? Yep. Nice! Is there any other streamer you feel might dethrone you? Well, MMA Junkie 2040 is seriously becoming a threat by the day. He got this dog to train with him, and suddenly everyone got interested in mixed martial arts. I wish him all the best, but he's crazy if he thinks he'll take away my spot. Oh yeah, that guy. He was better when he was fatter. Not only was it all the more funny, it was more inspiring. And I'm not exactly a fan of dogs either. Well, it's been fun, Dorothy, but I gotta go. Mind if I stick with you for a bit? Ooh, by all means, let's continue the escapade then. Sure. Bye, honey. See ya, honey. Can't see shit. Should I remind Dorothy that those ears of hers are signal jammers? Nah. I wonder if the stream looks distorted, though. We're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? Were we in the same place? Here, Jill. What's this? A bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with, and, keep it up. Well, tomorrow's the big day, so get ready. That goes to both of you. Yep, it's party time. Unfortunately, I made one mistake. Oh well. Either I'm getting old or that girl was too much even for me. Wait. Nah. Nah, there's no way. There's no way. There is absolutely no way that happened. Anyway, Happy New Year! Yay. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Thanks. Alright, nothing new. And I should probably save my funds, just in case. Let's, get to work. Let's get back to it. What time is it right now? I got time. I got time. December 31st. Well, let's see. Gil is in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. You alright? I'm scared. You should be. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something, maybe that'll cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug? Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do it. Right. It's fine. Everything is fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah. Everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Here we go. Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Hey! You talk first. No, well... Some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least, not until now. I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright. Alright. What's in the letter, guys? Just that? Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear for what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter. A friggin' letter of all things. And she just says sorry. Sorry for what? For our fights? For not talking all these years? Now I'm pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time when she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day, and you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table. She sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged about she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she has all the rights to brag. And maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day, but organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Yeah. Yeah, considering it, if it was on a body part, I imagine that it probably would be better. Like, you could just chop that off and then maybe get a replacement or something. But considering that it's an organ, especially something as critical as the heart, it would be like, you may as well just pray to whatever god you believe in at that point. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. The thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. But why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shot in her arm every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. Well, the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark. And the rejection was what ended up killing her. The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor says she might have missed the shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack, and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me that she died. What if I wanted to cool down a bit back then? My fears at that very moment. What if I had apologized earlier? What if I'd given a chance to the Research Institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today, I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive. You're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenore. She's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though. If she only... So? Let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though. Did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes away back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey, don't think too much about it. I should have been mature, and not shouted at you either. Let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course. So, how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger You? I have. Yeah. Truth is, I visited from time to time, and the other day, I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was something like that on a message board there somewhere. When we were just perusing the some of the message boards on there on the phone. Are you mad? No, not mad. More like dumbfounded. Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then, I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then, after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then, my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was the best for me. But what about my freedom? My say on the matter. So that's when you stopped loving Lenore. No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted to break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. I can understand that. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led you two fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about it. I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead, I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. I should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. We're quite the hotheads. You, me, my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us, too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I came up with, it'll never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Now that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis are meant for one another. You both moved on after all of that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So, let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Something to toast Gabby with, preferably something sweet. Well, we did. We did do this. May as well go all in. Here you go. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. But know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. Problem you and I had. Hey! Want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Hey, don't say it to me. Say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Oh. Jesus Christ. Promise me you won't be like that knucklehead, that you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. Huh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over, like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it. You've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you look after me? I'll always be there for you. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare to leave my little sister alone. Aw, Jill. Not gonna lie, this is kind of making me tear up. What the shit? Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So, about this drink. Can I drink it? You like it? Take a sip. It don't got alcohol, so it's fine. It's not bad. Well, why not drink it then? You're with an adult. We might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Right. Now to think back to it. Didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walks funny, and might jaw her for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink at that time? Huh? She gave me a beer, and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well, I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. Okay. And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, God! She said, so, you like eating me for lunch? Oh, God! Oh, man! No! Jill, I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Claire knows using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby, and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough. At least to spend the night. Just, don't go... But if you have any consoles, don't expect to have any power. Sorry. Sure. I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey. Does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep. He opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand. I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I knew you were a lesbian! Mark 1 for daddy! Wow. I think he had his bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. Damn! Dad is the #1 player. Let's go! Dad's an ally. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as the said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society, and in her circle of friends, a lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sister's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends... How does she... Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since, August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore. Thanks to you. Huh, I thought there was gonna be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year celebration. Wanna stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. You in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce to you. The light! The light is too much, bro! The light is too much! Well, yeah, that was actually the end of Valhalla. Wow. Yeah, okay. But here's the thing. This game is not is far from being the paying attention. If one were to not pay attention to like anything at all, it would be a hard time. It would definitely be a hard game to play through, especially with the idea of mixing drinks, figuring out which ones are the usual order, which ones are supposed to be which one's supposed to be non-alcoholic or anything like that. But to be quite honest with you, this game isn't supposed to be... It's not meant to be a game that relishes in its gameplay. This is a game that relishes in its characters, its story. That's where the bulk of the game really is. That's where the game truly shines. And when I was recommended this game, I have heard about a few things here and there. I have heard that this was a indie darling when it was brand new, or something, or at least somewhere along those lines. It was definitely a game that I have heard of, just in passing, though. Just in passing of but never really paid attention too much to it, you know, because visual novels to me isn't that. It's like I have played visual novels before. Make no mistake about that, because I have played. You know what? I'd rather not. I'd rather just stop right there, actually. But the important takeaway from this is I have played visual novels before, but Valhalla at the time was not interesting to me. I don't remember what for exactly, but I just know that it was not something that I would find myself playing. But after being recommended this game by one of my viewers over here, Emil, I figured, you know what? I'll humor it. I'll go and check this out, and then see for myself, and then see like what's all the hubbub about, what's all the ruckus. You have fun? Yeah, I did actually. I did have fun. Why? Is that a threat? I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why'd your boss hug you though? Oh, right. Okay, so I guess we're still continuing that. She's that kind of person. Now, let's see. You were dozing off back there. Also, this music is a banger. You're right. Good night, Jill. Do we at least get a photo? We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. It was such a good game. Such a good game. I won't say it's, would I even consider it Game of the Year material? This did come out in 2016. And at the time, that was around the time Doom came out. So it has the unfortunate, like time of play of like doing all of that. What? It's got to be a few months later then. I can't believe you actually made me do that sleepover thing. You didn't have to accept it, you know. Shut up. See? Even Gabby's having fun. Relax a bit. Yeah, whatever. You know, Alma, you remind me a bit of my sis. I do? How? You always manage to get a reaction from Jill. Sis always says that Jill acknowledging your presence is the best way to know she likes you. You're talking too much, Gabby. Aww. It's different with you, though. With my sis, Jill was more frustrated. Like this one time when she brought her a shirt to that... This got some this one time at band camp vibes. You're talking too much, little girl. A shirt that what? That had a pic of a cucumber on it. A cucumber? Ow! Just what are you doing with my hair? Sorry, it got stuck in one of my fingers. Seriously. So, I'm a bit like Lenora then. No, you just remind me of her a bit. Moreover, my sister wasn't, as, Oh, right, she wasn't as blessed. Yeah. Ass. What this girl is trying to say is that with your tits and ass, you could build a Lenora and a half out of the mass. That just means there's enough to share with both of you. Share? You're talking too much. Up, next day. No, actually, months later, actually. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. Oh god, this is gonna be some Metal Gear shit. We're gonna find a big plot twist to this. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, get the good ending. Okay. Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. But and you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used to asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and valves are. But I already know. They're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about the control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes, Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. I don't know what I'll do. You'll do just fine. You did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we're leaving! Oh yeah, before I forget, I left you a box of condoms in the first drawer of the desk, Jill. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna screw like rabbit, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my Emoto there, and I don't... Oh my god, Dana is a lolicon! Oh no, bro! Nah! Get the hell out of here, you! Emo who? Little sister. Then just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. No, bro! No! God! First stop, Panama. Jesus Christ, man. Okay. Loading heart data. Here you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen or bar will let you start over from day 1 while keeping your items and money. Thank you for playing. Oh, so new game plus. Oh, great. Well, I like the game, but I don't know if I like it enough to do new game plus, you know? I do gotta wonder though. I do gotta wonder. Maybe I'll play it in my off time. Maybe. I'm not 100% certain. But I'll think about it. I do like the game enough to at the very least remember it. Maybe intentionally screw with other people's drinks. Maybe. Who knows? Well, I guess with that's actually gonna do it for this game, for Valhalla. Wow, I'm actually done. Although, it does make me wonder. You know, I have been curious about something. I have been curious about a game that what do you call it? That someone sorry, what my mind is like somewhere else right now. Anyway, what I was gonna say is there was another game that Emil was talking to me about. And I am curious about it. I will admit that. And that is the spin-off to Valhalla, which is Valhalla Kids. Now here's the thing. I don't think I was ever serious on actually playing the game. I don't know if I was ever that serious in checking out Valhalla Kids. But after playing through this one, I'm debating on whether or not I should play that. Actually, before I forget, let me just go into Alright, so this one... Actually, wait, no. It should be around here. Well, I mean, I did go to the channel. There we go. I just stumbled upon here randomly. So you just beat the game? Yeah, believe it or not, I just beat the game. I just beat the game, Mr. Monocle. And I gotta say, here, I mean, if you did miss it, I'll just give you what my personal opinion on just after playing Valhalla. So here's the thing. I started playing this game a long time ago, and by a long time ago, I mean by like not too far off, like into the past. Like I'm not saying like, oh, you know, it was like 400 and 500,000 years ago or anything like that. But it was around last year or so. Here, let me give you. Here, I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about here. Let me just go and take care of this really quick. Bam. Here you go. I guess while that's loading, ooh, Alex Croft got one. Nice, nice. All right. So anyway, though, so to give you an idea on how long ago I started playing this game, it was around the time when I had, well, more free time on my hands. But it was around. Coincidentally enough, it was last year since I first played Valhalla. Yeah, that's funny. I finished this game around the time like last year when I first played this game, back in March 17th of 2023. And I do remember this being a part of a poll that I did a while back. Yeah, I do remember this was supposed to be a poll because I stopped playing Touhou around this time because, well, actually, no. I still continue playing Touhou actually around that time. But anyway though, this was just a game that was recommended to me a while back, around last year or so, and when it was recommended to me, I thought to myself, oh, yeah, I heard of this game before. I just know that it was an indie game, and it definitely did develop a cult following, but I don't know anything else beyond that. I just know that it's a game that exists, and even around that time, I did play visual novels before, but it's not like, for some reason, Valhalla didn't catch my interest all that much. So when one of my viewers recommended that I do play it, I figured, you know what? Let's humor him a little bit. I'll just play like maybe like stop right there. We'll just end things off right there or something. And you know what? After uploading those two videos, I thought, hey, you know what? This is kind of fun. Yeah, this is kind of fun. I kind of want to continue playing it through this a little more. I want to continue this. But around the time when I uploaded one of my later videos. Let me see here. The last time I even uploaded the playthrough was back in May 29th of last year. And it was unfortunately around that time that I did get, well, I don't know if you could say unfortunate or not, but I say that, but it was around that time that I started getting a full-time job. So trying to upload videos, trying to stream as well, trying to do a lot of things on YouTube doesn't come as easy as it should be, especially nowadays when I have responsibilities and such. With that said, though, at some point like a while back, I'd say February 18th or so, around February 18th, there was an opportunity for me to come back to Valhalla because I liked the game enough to warrant doing streams again. So I figured, yeah, I mean, there's not going to be any other opportunities for me to play through Valhalla aside from maybe more Genshin stuff, more Metal Gear. So maybe like initially I had this plan where I would want to play, like, if I am going to stream, it's going to be games that I want to play. So whether it's in the form of Genshin, Metal Gear, or in the past, in fact, in past streams, I also have a pretty good example. In the past, I've also played games such as the Mass Effect trilogy, Knights of the Old Republic, Super Mario RPG. I also finished up Hi-Fi Rush as well. It was another game that I wanted to complete as well, but because of scheduling, it wasn't possible until I managed to make time to do a stream, which coincidentally was another time that like the one stream that I did ended up being the finale of it. So hey, you know what? It was fine that I managed to get some level of closure for that. So hey, you know what? I was happy with that. So it was more to do with what I want to do, like either a combination of games that I want to play and games that people would vote on. So that's more or less how I operated around like just in terms of to play through Valhalla, because while the game itself isn't fun from a gameplay standpoint, because let's be honest here, this game is not meant to showcase like cutting edge gameplay or anything of the sort. It was just it's a game that relishes in its characters, that relishes in its story, and the relationships and character dynamics that Jill and the other bar and all the other bar clients that would come and go and just live life. And it is something that I guess, like, if this was around the time when it was brand new, I probably wouldn't have appreciated it as much. But because of that, I am older. I have a full-time job. I have a bigger appreciation for games that handles narrative writing so well. I suppose that you could say that I found a much bigger appreciation for a game like Valhalla. So it's something that I truly like, especially in this day and age. Story-based game. I played Disco Elysium recently. That's a more character-focused game too. So I get the vibes. Oh yeah. Oh yes, but yeah, Disco Elysium is also another game that I was recommended as well. But again, though, I do say that it's a game that I don't know if I can see myself playing, but who knows? Maybe in the future I might play it. Maybe not on a stream, but maybe on my off time. Which, speaking of which, I have been playing, because considering that that I have a full-time job and this channel is like slowly but surely is going to be more focused on scripted content rather than just having videos up of just because quality be damned. I wanted to take this opportunity to shift my focus to other avenues. Just go back to do what I do best, since the beginning of this channel's creation. That's just writing, really, which is ironic because the story of this one was intriguing from a narrative standpoint. So I figured, I guess this game more or less rekindled my interest in writing again. Just trying to get back into writing scripts for videos. something I'd say the last time I even did any scripted content of a certain magnitude, because I'm not necessarily counting the videos that I have done, the scripted content that I have done in the past, like let's say for example my Honkai Star Rail video, or my, I think it's the only one that I did actually. Was it? Yeah, technically that's the only one that I did. Like, technically the Honkai Star Rail video that I did was the only time that I ever did any scripted content since the last time I did scripted content. Well, again, not in that magnitude though, because the one that I did that's like big and beefy was my Genshin Impact 1 year later video, and that was back in March 7th of 2022. It's been 2 years since I did that video, so, and there's some reasons here and there that I had on why I didn't do this type of content, but I guess like the major factor was a video that I did a while back, like roughly around this time, that shifted my focus from doing scripted content to more reactionary content, to more videos like those, and then just transfer over to gameplay videos, and that was more or less my content for the past 2 years or so. And I guess it wasn't until like varying factors like this, playing through Valhalla, or just getting my creative juices up and running, thanks to the recent most Honkai Impact video, that I became inspired to do more, to do a little more than just doing reaction videos. Because I think that as much as it would be fun to do these kinds of reaction videos, I think if I am going to do reaction videos, it's going to be something that I would be extremely interested in, and not just like in the interest of like here, let me give you a pretty good example. I want to do reaction videos. If I am going to do reaction videos, it's going to be something that it has to do with my mom, because I know for a fact that my viewers really love that kind of content. But more than anything though, I want to do reaction videos that isn't just, oh, so there's an event that's coming up, go react to it. I want to do something a little more than just that though. I want to do like perhaps I want to see, like, considering that there's an interest in bringing back some Toho content that I will admit I did neglect for the better part of the last year or so, that they'll even do any more Toho content. But I do want to go back to it. I do want to go back at some point in the future, and it is something that I've been tackling. So perhaps maybe do I have been toying with the idea of doing a reaction video of some Toho content. Not all of it, but at least something that maybe along the lines of, oh, maybe I could do a reaction video where I've been out of the game for so long, I need to react to a video of a bit of a tutorial on Toho. Like maybe like title it like how do you call it? How to get good at Toho or whatever. So that is an idea that I have been playing around with here and there. But again, it's just got to. But considering the schedule that I have right now, it's more to do with I got to make time for that at some point in the future. It's just like the time needs to come when it's right. And I guess, and since then, I haven't. There are ideas that I do have. It just takes time to make that work. And in the meantime, I've also been getting in the habit of uploading shorts that would interest that may interest viewers. Like, let's say for example, I just recently uploaded a short that focuses on the topic of emulation and piracy. It's more or less along the lines of, I do want to make I'm a firm believer that if you do have the money for it, if you have the equipment for it, I'd say just and if the games are still available somewhere, whether it's in digital form or physical form, go for it. However, when the games are becoming far more expensive, and when certain titles are just pulled out of digital stores, and that the retro market has become far more expensive, then at that point I don't blame the consumer for going through emulation or the piracy route. I just blame the publishers for not giving any more easy options. At the end of the day, if you're happy with your content, then that's what really matters. That's more or less the mantra that I've been the funny thing is, that's the mantra that I've been that I had when starting this channel. It's just what do I want to see on YouTube? That's more or less how I started off. That's exactly how I started off doing YouTube. It's just what do I want to see? What kind of content do I want to personally see? And it's something that I've and I guess like somewhere along the way when I uploaded that last video, I guess because the reaction video that I did with my mom like took off so well, I figured, well, what's going to net me more, like it takes at least like months, if not years, of work just to reach an end goal, only for just a few to watch, or something that could be easy and something that could net like some level of revenue. Considering the content that I've done in the past 2 years, I think the answer is clear as day. But with that said, that is something that I am well aware that I have lost along the way. So it's like, so it is something that I need to change. It's something that has to change. It needs to change. So that's something that I do need to. That it's actually one of the reasons why I uploaded the important announcement, just letting people know that there's going to be a shift in content. How long that's going to take, I don't know. It all depends on my current schedule, and it all depends on what I have going on. And it's very clear to me that even the I'll be honest with you, even the streams aren't even working out all that well. Which make no mistake though, the live streams, I don't mind doing them at all. In fact, I'd say that it's the most fun I've had regarding content creation in such a long time, especially considering that I would be interacting with individuals like my regular viewers, yourself. It's something that I really love doing. However, my internet's kind of shitty right now, so. And the camera that I have right now with me is my old camera. I have a new camera over here, but unfortunately, it doesn't work as intended. So, at least until I finish up some games here and there, like finishing up Metal Gear Solid 2 and even 3, and even thinking about finishing up with and then starting off with Valhalla Kids. It is something I'll have to hold off on until I figure out what exactly is going on with the internet, if it's the PC itself or whatever. The only thing I know for sure is before this PC came in, I did not have that many network issues. In fact, the old one that I have still works just fine. It's just this PC that has that has an issue. But again, that's just something I'll have to figure out at some point in the future. Just not right now. Seeing you passionate about all this stuff is really engrossing because it makes me passionate too. That means a lot, man. That really means a lot. I mean, there's like here's the thing though, because there's a lot of things that I am like absolutely passionate about. I don't make it a habit of trying to open up as much as I am right now, because it's something that I won't say that it's too personal, because it's not, because that's not like what most people like. Whenever I put in a title of I'm gonna be playing Valhalla, so people would expect like Valhalla. They don't expect like an hour long tangent on, let's say for example, well, they expect to see like a story like the here, let me give you a good example. Let me give you a really good example. So in a past stream, in just the past stream. Let me show you exactly what I have going on here. This is like more of a behind the scenes kind of thing here that I usually don't do, but here, let me just mute the audio really quickly actually. All right. So, in the past, I did a live stream for Genshin, and it was supposed to be for a character named Shanyun. She has a story quest that I wanted to I won't lie, I kind of want to do because I really like Genshin a lot. So I figured if I am gonna play Genshin, I may as well just a new story quest drops or when there's a character that I am fully I'm really interested in. So when it came time to play through the story, actually I don't remember if it was through this stream or the other one, but regardless, what happened around the midway point was a topic about the Genshin controversy that happened roughly around this time when a certain event, when the anniversary event doesn't necessarily give the players what they want, but at that point it wasn't entirely just about the due diligence, the amount of rewards one were to get. It ended up being more of a topic about how the hardcore players aren't getting what they want, even though they're the ones that put in the time, put in the money, especially to make a game as successful as it is right now. And it is a conversation that is intriguing. It is something that I have talked in length, even to the point of making it an entire video on it. Yeah, I even made like the entire video on the about the Genshin controversy. It was that compelling. If the prior content hasn't made me lean more towards videos like these, or reaction videos, or discussion topics like these, or writing scripted content like the one I did back then, this was the spark. This was definitely the spark that got me leaning more towards that kind of content. Something that makes me want to talk more about how I feel about certain aspects of the game industry, certain aspects about how I feel about the current gaming landscape. And in fact, I currently have a bunch of scripts that I have going on right now. Some that are like in varying degrees of completion, and there's two in particular that that's more closer to completing than anything else. So I have there is at least a light at the end of the tunnel for me to go there. It's more of like it's not a matter of if I'll get to it, it's a matter of when I'll get to it. And after that, I wanted to see if I could lean more towards that kind of content. In fact, just recently, I'll be right back in a bit. Don't go anywhere. Because I need to show you this. Okay, so recently, not recently, more like in the past like streams or so, I more or less made it a habit to express my interest in not just Genshin, or made it a habit of sharing my humble collection of games here and there. And sometimes I would also share my collection, new additions, more like it, just to just show off my passion for games here and there. And I believe in the past few months there was a collection of games that I've been getting here and there, not just because I want to experience these games for the first either for the first time, or re-experience them because they were part of my childhood collection and all that, but there's also another reason why I bought these games in particular, because I got a vision. I have an idea. There's an idea that's had that I didn't really think about until one day. So, for starters, these are the games that I did end up getting that well, I only got them at first because I wanted to make a video on Blur. And these are the which is a racing game, for those who don't know, because Blur is made by Bizarre Creations. And if that name sounds familiar, they're the guys behind the Project Gotham racing games. These games right here, these arcade racers. I forgot to get 3, to be quite honest with you. There was an opportunity for me to get it. For some godforsaken reason, I forgot to do that. But, yeah, the first 2, I got it. The fourth one, I only got it because it was a sealed new copy. So I figured, yeah, I may as well get that one. I'm still trying to see if I could get 3 later on, but that's beside the point, though. Now, initially, I wanted to I only wanted to play these games because I wanted to get a rough idea on how Blur came to be. I wanted to get a good enough idea on what the building blocks were like leading up to Blur. But after playing through, I shit you not, after getting Project Gotham Racing 4, playing through it, and then visiting the brand new Forza Motorsport, I got like emotional whiplash. The amount of emotional whiplash is, I can't even describe to you how bad that whiplash was, because it was like that hard. Because here, for reference, both games are fun, like in their own right. These games are fun. However, the progression system of both Project Gotham Racing 4 and the new Forza Motorsport can't be any more different if you even tried. Because here, Project Gotham Racing 4's unlock system, progression system, ties around the idea of earning kudos. Basically, your way of earning points when you do drifts, or when you do tricks, or when you do like overtake opponents or passing checkpoints. That's basically your way of earning kudos. That's basically your way of earning points. And the more points you accumulate, the more stuff you can buy, like new maps, new tracks, and so that's like a fun. So yeah, I get why this game could be addicting. Compare that to the new Forza Motorsport, where, okay, what's the best way of explaining it? So here's the progression system for Forza Motorsport, the new one. It's basically racing, but they also mix in RPG elements. For each race, you have to. Yes, you have to. You're forced to do this, whether you like it or not. In the career mode, of course. In the career mode, you have to play through. You're forced to practice a track at least 3 times. You have to lap around the track 3 times before you get to go and do the real race. And once you do complete the race, you are awarded points here and there just to upgrade your friggin' car. Not currency like the past games, but points to earn car parts, to upgrade your car parts. And considering the amount that you do get, you only get to upgrade at least like a stat or 2 for your car. And you have to do that for each. And so say for example, you have a Porsche, and you earn like a lot of points just to upgrade your car. Those points cannot be transferred over to another Porsche car. You can't transfer those points into another car or from another model or another make. It's this car. You drive it, you earn the points for that car, and only that car. You want to earn points for the other car? Go start driving that other car. It is so stupid. It is so agonizingly slow. I hate it so much, bro. It is dumb. I hate it so much. Sorry about that. It's just that when you have a progression system that's real good, and then you play something that's a little more on the modern side of things, and it's just a slow process to even get there, I get ticked off. I get ticked off so. I don't know if you play Genshin or not, but in the way that I would describe it. In fact, I remember writing this on Discord a while back. General. In Genshin terms, it would be like if before you start an Abyss run, which is the equivalent of, let's say, challenge towers in Mortal Kombat, you are forced to practice the floor 3 times in a row before doing completion to floor completion. But you can only upgrade 1 stat at a time. So, you finished a floor? Cool. So, you can only upgrade your health, you can only upgrade or your strength or your critical rate or anything of the sort. It is stupid. Absolutely stupid. In Forza Motorsport, the new one, of course, not the old ones. The old ones, at the very least, with those games, you can use your credits to upgrade your parts and all that. So, yay. But in the new Motorsports, you only get to upgrade your vehicle just through this stupid RPG system, and that's it. You do get to buy cars, but that's tied to a different how do you call it, to a different economy, to a different in-game currency system. In Project Gotham Racing, on the other hand, it's all about skill. Get skill, like complete the races, do some skills, get rewarded. Whether it's in the form of a car, whether it's in the form of packs of cars, packs of maps, a mode, whatever. You basically get what you want. How in the hell? How? Just how in the hell did we, in some aspects, I don't know how, but somehow we managed to go forward in terms of tech, and yet somehow we managed to go backwards in player experience. How do you do that? Who else but modern gaming? That's what it is. It is such a shame to me. It is such a shame too, because I really like the Forza franchise a lot. I can't tell you how many. I can't tell you how many Forza games I played. I played through 3, 4, Forza, Motorsport 3, Motorsport 4, 5, 6, a little bit of 7, and I just recently got myself into the first Motorsport, which, yeah, this is actually pretty fun. It's different. It feels more arcadey, especially much compared to other games, especially like Towards the Future. But this is kind of fun. Kind of fun in its own right. And yeah, the Horizon games, bro. I played through all of the Horizon games. They were such a treat to play through. And I guess you could say it's kind of a replacement of what the Project Gotham Racing game. Yeah. It's because of that emotional whiplash. That video idea I had with Blur, with it being a review, of course. What started off as just a bit of a footnote on a bigger video became a video on its own. It eventually became a retrospective of I'm gonna have to get the third game now. Like, now I'm more than motivated to get the third game now, and just talk about the how I felt about if Project Gotham Racing were to come back. Like, there were ideas I had here and there. If like, oh, so I want Project Gotham Racing back in some way. In fact, I remember titling the script "Bring Back a Project Gotham Racing." But there is a catch to this, however. I say I want to bring back I want Project Gotham Racing back. But do I really want to? Do I really want Project Gotham Racing back in the current landscape? Do I really want Project Gotham Racing back under this version of Microsoft? It's basically one of those moments. It's basically kind of like a monkey's paw moment. Okay, you're going to get Project Gotham Racing, but you're not going to like it. Boom! Monetization all over. The kudos system, you can also buy them. You can also buy like a packs of kudos to make the progression go so much more faster. Why rely on skill when you can just buy your way to the competition? So that got me thinking, you know what? Maybe Project Gotham Racing was just a product of its time. It was something that happened a while back. And you know what? I'm happy that if there's going to be no more Project Gotham Racing games ever, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I would be okay with that, because I'd rather that the games would just stay in these games than just to be stuck with being like being like the new Forza Motorsport. Like I'd rather have a dead series be respected than something that's just being used to, well, just milk it for all it's worth. That's the idea of the video that I have. I'm just like, again, I'm still in the progress of trying to make things work and all that, and more than motivated to do so. But again, I'll have to work on on one of my other review videos that I have in the back burner, then work on this one, especially on this one. Well, there's a few more scripts here and there, but again, it's just, I got a lot going on. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to stop streaming as well, because that means I would actually have time to work on mind. It's better to die a hero than witness your favorite become a pay to win. Yeah, it's better to die a hero than witness your favorite game and become pay to win. Yeah. I mean, I say that, but I more than wholeheartedly support Genshin Impact. That's another video idea for another time, but the only thing I will say regarding that topic is you can't help what you love. And if you can't help what you love, as long as you're not hurting anybody, then by all means, enjoy it. So, yeah, sorry about like talking for so long. It's just that especially on something that isn't remotely related to Valhalla or anything like that. But anyway, for those that care, this game's awesome. Genshin is fine. I'm referring to racing games that got worse as they get more modern. That is true, actually. Yeah. You know what the funny thing is, though? As much as people don't like this particular game, I did try this out. Just, I won't say recently. I probably say about a couple months back, but I did play through a little bit of Need for Speed Unbound. And you know what? I do see the criticisms. Make no mistake about that. In fact, to playing through Need for Speed Unbound, I was like, okay, you know what? I think I'm done. I'm done with this friggin' game. It's just not that fun anymore. You know? With that said, however, I won't deny that that the game can look pretty good. In fact, it's one of the more memorable racing games I've especially for a big budget title like that. I'm not talking about exclusively indie games, because I think that kind of goes without saying, In terms of big budget releases, Need for Speed Unbounded in terms of visuals, the more is the most unique looking one. Also, just me personally, it's really Also, just me personally, it's really nice to hear your thought process live. Well, now you know, and now you know most of my inspiration for content. Really, just talking about things here and there, just live and all that. A lot of it is just to do with getting me in the right mood. It more or less has to do with that. Really, in fact, the creative process of what I usually do for videos is okay. What sounds interesting? Well, okay, well, and by that I mean by like prior to the shift in content, because again, it's more to do with what do I want to see, what kinds of videos do I want to see on YouTube. That okay, I guess really, I guess like if you really get down to it, not that hasn't been done before, but more like something that I personally want to see. Like what sorts of takes do I want do I want to see for YouTube? And considering that the meta for YouTube is just bashing on games just for the hell of it, because you know, with the way journalism works, it's more to do with negative press gets clicks. Positivity, you may as well throw that down the gutter. So I figured, after doing a few videos here and there, just focused on certain topics of videos, like I figured that maybe I just want to talk about videos, just talking about what how positive I would feel about certain videos, you know, about certain games and all that. And well, one of them was a series of a series of games that I've wanted to talk about for a long time. Back in 2000, that was around the time when Final Fantasy 13 came out. And here's the thing, at the time I had like no means of expressing my my interest or my opinions on FF13. Hell, I didn't even own the game at the time. But I made a promise to myself, considering how much attention it got around that time. I figured if I were to get a like strong enough internet, if I were to have good enough on said software, and if I were to get the game and have the means of uploading video content on YouTube, I would definitely make a video. I would certainly make a retrospective on that game. Now, at the time, it was just that game because I didn't know there was going to be sequels after the fact. So I didn't know about 13.2 or Lightning Returns or anything of the sort. And since then, and since that time, around 2021, I believe, scripting around that time, I did end up making those videos. Bam. They're all here. I did eventually make the review. And I did the sequel. Bam, right here. Returns. Which, for all intents and purposes, this is the best one. Yeah, I said it. This is the best one. Now, in terms of how I felt about the entire thing, however, in terms of how I felt about the entire game, well, the entire series, I should probably say. Hold on, let me just go into the games themselves. But Lightning Returns in general makes me feel things that I don't think I've ever had in a game before, in the sense that in a time that these games were brand new, I've heard nothing but negativity around the series, and I guess you could say it was my duty to cover those games in some fashion. Just whether it was going to be positive or not was of no interest to me. I just wanted to play through those games, cover them, and just speak my and just put in my 2 cents on it. And you know what? I'm glad I did. I'm certainly glad that I did do that. In fact, here, I'll just skip over to the final thoughts on the, what do you call it? On the games themselves. Yeah, right here, right here. Yeah, just my final thoughts on the series as a whole. Because at this point, yeah, I did cover the trilogy, so I figured just closing statements on the series in general would be sufficient enough. Just something quickly. Mass Effect, Fallout, and The Witcher are all critically acclaimed RPG franchises, considered to be legendary in the eyes of fans and reviewers alike. I've always wanted to at least try them out to understand why people hold a special place for these games in their hearts. Unfortunately, for some of these titles, I never got past the 3-hour mark. But why? It's not because I don't play popular or highly rated games, otherwise titles like Genshin Impact and Red Dead Redemption wouldn't catch my interest. It's not the visuals, because some of these games are beautiful for the time, except Fallout. Not the narrative either. The only logical conclusion is the gameplay. I'm not certain years later. However, the more I think about why I felt this way for the acclaimed titles, the more the answer becomes clear. Expectations. I approached these games with the mindset that they would be perfect games from beginning to end. A big mistake on my part, certainly, but when you have everyone and their mothers praise these games for setting these expectations in the first place. It's why I don't trust the word of the people as often, because I'd rather get my hands on the game and judge it on my own terms. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to review the Final Fantasy XIII trilogy. For over a decade, I've heard fans declare that the Final Fantasy XIII trilogy is the worst set of games to ever exist in franchise history. Are they really? I mean, I won't pretend to say that they belong in the pantheon of gaming. All 3 of these games aren't objectively terrible, but it's clear that there will be a fan base that will absolutely love them and an opposing force that will despise the trilogy, but not without merit. For every positive I can come up with, there's several negatives I can think of. Final Fantasy XIII's presentation, without contention, is its strongest area, with graphics that could rival some 8th generation games, and some story elements like the mythos and character dynamics being a joy to watch. While the combat is fun to play that lends to some player expression, elements like exploration and discovery are restrictive until the last third of the game. 13.2 attempted to fix most of these mistakes done by its predecessor, and succeeded for the most part. The overall gameplay experience has improved immensely with satisfying combat and some improvements with exploration. It lands between linearity and open world in a comfortable spot. However, the one good thing about the game's presentation is the music, as the visual spectacle found in 13 has been reduced to a minor role, and the story is, to put it simply, wasted potential for something that could have been more than what it is now. To arrive at Lightning Returns, where the presentation is clearly the worst part when considering what came before, but underneath its ugly exterior, there is a fun game to be found, as the gameplay is an evolution of what came before, despite appearances saying otherwise. Dare I say, of the trilogy, the story and the mythos is the strongest of the 3. Tastes, sure, but those who are willing to put up with its faults would find it to be a blissful experience. For these series of videos, there's a good reason why I split my reviews into 3 central categories. Each game in the 13 trilogy has at least one category it excels at. For 13, it was the presentation. For 13.2, it was the gameplay. For Lightning Returns, the story. If there was a game that combined all 3 of the game's strengths, the DNA of Final Fantasy XIII lives on in other Final Fantasy games all of these years later. The way I see it, the 13 series fell, so 7 Remake can run. While the latter deserves the amount of praise it gets, let's not ignore the contributions the former made to get to where we are. It may not be the best set of games ever made, but I believe the Final Fantasy XIII trilogy deserves a second chance in life. I made the leap, and I've never been happier than ever before. I wrote and edited that shit. Hell yeah, I'm proud of that shit. Hell yeah, I'm proud. And I still am. It's one of the reasons why I want to go back to writing, because I know for a fact I can do it. I know I can like make something like this because I have done it before. I love your writing style. I don't write as much anymore, but I see it from that perspective. It feels especially personal for this game. Yeah, it certainly does. Yeah, but yeah, just looking back, just looking back for with a video like this, it does make me want to go back to what I know best because this is definitely what I know best. And you can kind of see why I feel the way I do with with shifting my content after 2 years of doing like reaction videos, gameplay videos. Which, by the way, I'm not hating on it. They were fun for what they were, but it's time to make a change. It was definitely time to make a change of of content. This is proof that I need to go back. So yeah, it's just a trip down memory lane, and it's something that I've been meaning to go back to for some time. And considering the scripts that I'm writing at the moment, yeah, I think that change just starts like real soon, very soon even. Damn, honestly, even I'm convinced. Like I made this, and somehow like I convinced myself to play this game again. I don't know if here's the thing though. Around this time though, yeah, the unfortunate thing is after this video was sometime after this video was made, my Xbox Live account was hacked, and I didn't get access to this game again. Sucks. It really sucks though because around this time I just got back my because the here's the thing. For all the time that I do want to go back to playing through well, just writing scripts, just doing scripted content for this game, for like for these kinds of games, I'm also reminded of the trials and tribulations I had to go through just to make videos like these. Disregarding disregarding like the full-time job for a minute, because this was definitely before that. In fact, if I remember correctly, it was around this time that I was just gonna I was about to start graduating for university. So I was balancing out an academic life. I was also trying to balance out this and then streaming. And even with all of that said, there was still so much BS going around with this particular video. I remember that I was recording footage for this game, and my Xbox One unceremoniously died. Yeah, my Xbox One that I was playing on unceremoniously died. And well, the only good thing I will say though is like thankfully I didn't it was around the time when I still have my account, so I was able to continue playing on my Xbox 360. The only downside is the quality of the footage just tanked from there. So that's just how it is sometimes. But sometimes you just have to work with whatever cards you dealt with, and I did eventually do it, but not without struggle. In fact, this was the one that clinched it. This was definitely the one video that, as much as I had fun making it, as much as it was like worth it just getting the video out, it's technically not 1 year later because well, okay, before this video starts, I need to make a small correction. That's much more accurate, a year and a half, and there's a very good reason for that. When I finished up the Lightning Returns video, I turned my attention to the 1 year later video. Most of the hard work was done with a year's worth of Genshin Impact footage, a developed script, and a planned late October to early November window. I put that date there because I was accounting for the possible workload for my final semester of university classes. What I didn't count on was the amount of work actually required, so it was made clear that I may need to shoot for a late November release, sometime before version 2.3 happens. This video was eventually uploaded by March 7th. For the past few months, nearly everything that could go wrong went wrong. University work was ramping up, my Xbox was out of commission, my 10-year-old Xbox Live account was stolen by a hacker, certain games I wanted to get footage of refused. To put it simply, it deterred me from working on any large-scale videos for a good while. The only thing I was able to do was stream at a consistent schedule and create smaller, easier to edit videos like the Twitch highlights, so it doesn't feel like forever when waiting for another video to come out. It wasn't until recently that I managed to be free from heavy workloads that I could finally shift my focus to working on this video. That is, until I reread the script. The further I read through it, the more I told myself, I rewrote the script and started the editing process from scratch. It sucks, but I want to create videos that I can look back on and say, yeah, I made that. Yeah, once again, I'm just reminded of how much work needs to be done with the videos that I do want to make. But at the same time, I know for a fact I can do it. It is something that I started this channel with. I'm going to go back to it, damn it. It's going to be hard as hell. I just know it, but I'm going to try it, damn it. Anywho. So, yeah, that's a peek of like the content that I have over here, like the ideas that I do have regarding the video. Just trying to figure out exactly what I want to do for that, and then, you know, so and so. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna like end the stream right here. Honestly, I really hope that you love like the content that you have here. I know Mr. Monocle, you just showed up just at the tail end of the game, but I really hope that. But I'm glad that you just stuck around just to hear this dude just ramble on about scripting, passion for games, etc. And you know, I hope you do stick around here and there, because again, I do have some things I want to do. There's another short that I do want to like put up as well, but again, all in due time. And considering the videos that you have seen here, you can tell that these videos could definitely be worth the wait. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning into the stream. Really appreciate you coming on down, hanging out, and all that jazz. Thanks for hanging out with me. You earned a sub. Hey, you know what? It's a pleasure. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, and hope to see you. If I have nothing going on, then this coming Sunday I'll go and continue on with Metal Gear Solid 2. We're just gonna be. I do believe we need to find the hidden bombs, and we'll need to beat up Fat Man, I believe. Well, I know the title for the stream now. So yeah, until then, take care, guys.